Tom says it's a hard spot as a fan, but part of me was rooting for a bad loss to help force issue with Trey Lance. We can't stay in this state of limbo. Jimbo. We should call this Jimbo. Yeah. No, I honestly think they would have made the halftime the switch at halftime if they had 6 points, but they had 9. They had 9.
Yeah, I think the extra pressure from this game was, Justin Fields has had a rough go the last 2 weeks, and he came out looking like a very, very good quarterback. Yeah.
Von Miller going to the Rams, and Niners can't keep starting players due to the salary cap. See,
the Rams don't keep players too because of the salary cap, right? They traded Kenny Young, who'd been playing good football for them, so that they can trade for Von Miller 5 days ago. The difference is really the Rams do a much better job. Like, we think the Rams don't build this team during the draft, but look at how many mid-round picks contribute for them. Like a Darrell Henderson, who is a third-round running back. How good is he playing this year? Van Jefferson, second-round wide receiver. How good is he playing for them? They have a David Edwards, who they drafted as a tackle. Didn't work out as a tackle, made him work as a guard. Brian Allen is one of the better centers in football. So Rob Havenstein has started a right tackle for them for the past 6-7 years. So they do a good job of picking guys in the second and third round and fourth round and developing them and making them very good role players. So when they do lose people, they're able to replace them.
Vish is very enthusiastic about the Rams. Suzanne says, "Hey guys, hey Suzanne, thank you." Matthew says, "Trade Jimmy in a 5th rounder for Michael Thomas." Ooh, I didn't see that one coming. But yeah, I guess the Saints are the team of interest right now.
I don't think Michael Thomas would be a good idea for this roster.
He'd be a good fit for Trey Lance. He could catch the ball. Maybe. We'll see. Patrick Moody says, "For the love of God, please fire someone and put someone else in at head coach and or GM and hire up the management ladder that will indeed draft and trade for the right people." Yeah, I'm with you on that. And beating the Bears isn't going to change my mind. It's just going to quiet me down for a week. I'm not going to rain on the Niners parade, but I'm sort of with you, Patrick. But let's see. As Vish and I were saying a minute ago, this season could get weird. The Niners could actually go on a run here. So let's see. Let's let them finish the season before we fire anyone. I think that's fair.
Look, even if they even if they do go on a run, look, to me, them going on a run gives Kyle Shanahan more job security.
Yeah.
To me, I still think there's a question mark about their ability to assess value and their on the whole organizational structure when it comes to trading and drafting and signing free agents. And so to me, that's a void that still needs to be filled regardless moving forward, whether they make the playoffs or not this year. Somebody has to be there to check Kyle Shanahan.
Thank you. Well put. Tony says Kyle Shanahan after every win. By no means was it perfect. Someone needs to tell him, like, okay, you've said this so far 800 times this year. Let's cool this one down. Say this instead. By no means was it perfect.
That's my favorite one. Kyle, what did you think of Jimmy? I thought he played really well. By no means was it perfect. But
next time he says something really good about someone, I'm going to say, Kyle, by any means, was it perfect? Hold on. By any means.
I think you would laugh at that.
I think so. The Goose says, with 10 games left, there are 8 winnable games if you exclude the 2 games against the Rams. What are your thoughts on their remaining schedule? Yeah, Bengals lost yesterday.
I don't think Tennessee is winnable.
Ooh, even without Derrick Henry. Yeah, it's the scheduled loss. It's a Thursday road game across the country. It's hard.
Cross country.
Hard.
And look, that's just a scheduled loss for anybody.
It's not
fair. Even if the 49ers were as good as they were in 2019 and Tennessee was as good as they were in 2015 when they drafted Marcus Mariota, it's still a really, really tough game to go play on a short week for a West Coast team.
And, I mean, in Seattle. I mean, I'm not saying it's a tough game. Russell Wilson should be back by then. So, NinerBot, was Goff the only reason Niners win against LA? We'll find out.
Yeah.
He made it a lot easier on the Niners.
To me, it was two people. One, Robert Saleh owned that offense with Jared Goff. They had a real good feel for everything they were doing, and they were all over it. But 2, yes, it's a gimmicky offense what they did with Goff.
Yeah. Ethan says, why do the Niners never go after big-name players like Rams or Cards? They always seem to get budget star players or injury-prone ones. Now, they did get Trent Williams. That was great. D Ford, injury-prone. Quan Alexander, torn ACL. Trent Williams was a Kyle Shanahan special. I think what you're saying is sort of the Niners' history independent of him. I see what you're saying, Ethan. I do. We've talked about it a lot, though. It's kind of the Moneyball approach.
I think Kyle Shanahan, sometimes I feel like he outthinks himself on who's a star and who's really not a star. Like, he's paid Jet McKinnon like he was a star. Sometimes he looks at it and says, "This guy could be a star if he was in my system."
No,
then
that's
this
it.
guy is
I
just a
think
star.
Kyle thinks he creates the stars. It's up to him. He's a king's maker. You are the one that's going to be a star now, and not you. Like, I'll determine who. And that, to me, it's like sometimes you just got to go with it, man. Like, you didn't make Raheem Mostert a star. He was a star. You just should. Your job was to like let him be one, basically. And so at a certain point, what's the latest on Jalen Hurd? It's been radio silence on him lately. Who's that? I've never heard of that person.
You'll see him in training camp next year.
He'll have one really good practice.